I will just share with you my 3 easy techniques, tips, tricks, and little secrets on how to get faster on F1 22. So with no time wastage, let's get straight into it. So first and foremost, it's about being smooth on the steering wheel. This is going to be one of the easiest ways that you can find lap time. Not enough people are smooth on the steering wheel. So we're going to go through Sector 1 of Japan, and I'm going to show an example of why being smooth on the steering wheel is absolutely critical. As you can see, Apex making one input, smooth on the way in, smooth on the way out. You can see all the way through the Apex is being super smooth, minimizing excess inputs into the steering wheel. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump in. I'm going to have ragged and jagged inputs to the steering wheel, and you're going to see the difference it makes. So now you can see we're in the first sector of Japan once again, and now we're going to do the ragged and jagged inputs. You can see aggressive, it's making the front tires understeer, and you can see it's making a bit of oversteer, and I'm having to fight the car so much. So you can see that really is amplifying the fact that makes the car unstable. Okay, got a bit too wayward there, coming over the crest of the hill, but that's a prime example on why being smooth on the steering wheel is absolutely critical. When we have the first example, you can see it was nice, smooth flowing, the front was predictable, the rear was predictable, but as soon as I started making loads of inputs left and right on the steering wheel and not being crystal smooth with my details, then the car became unpredictable. Think of the car like a horse, and this is what I do. And the logic I take with racing and treating the car has to be predictable, and the car is an extension of yourself in many ways. And if you walk up behind a horse and pull its tail, it's probably going to kick you in the face. Let's be honest. But if you walk up and like sort of be gentle and tell the horse that you're there and let it warn you and warn the horse that you're there, it's probably not going to kick you in the face. It might, but probably not. I'm not an expert on horses, but that's the example I can use for this. If you understand it, great. If not, roast me in the comments. Have fun. So now we're going to be jumping into my second point, and what that is trail braking. What you're going to be looking for is in the middle of the screen we have the green and the red line. And what the red line means is when the brake pedal is on, so you can see we're going to 100% and smoothly off into the apex. Trail braking is a term to summarize reducing the brake pressure the more and closer you get towards the apex of the corner. Within a downforce car like a Formula 1 car, you have maximum grip the faster you're going. Of course, that means the slower you're going, the less grip you have. Hence why when you come out to a massive braking zone, you can actually hit the brake 100%, bam, hard as you'd like, but then you have to trail brake off nice and smoothly. So then what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you turn 1 if I just hold the brake pedal 100%. Like, if I just hold the brake pedal 100%, don't do any trail braking, you're going to see that it's just going to make the car lock up. It's going to be unpredictable. It's not going to be fast. So, to summarize, you have to be smooth on that brake pedal coming off. And like I say, I'm going to hold the brake pedal 100%, and you're just going to see that the front tires lock up, and I completely miss the apex. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a jagged and not a smooth release of the brake pedal. So we're going to come off 100%. We're not going to be at 100% the whole braking zone, but we're not going to be smooth and predictable when coming off the brake. So brake at the same point, 100%, and now you can see I was a bit jagged with my brake input, and I still missed the apex. So what the lesson and what's critical here is to always remember to hit the brake pedal and then smoothly coming off the brake pedal. And if you're locking up the front or rear tires, or you're becoming unpredictable, and one lap you miss the apex, the next lap you're not, it's probably that you need to improve your trail braking technique to be a bit more smoother, a bit more predictable with the car. So now my third and final advice technique for this video is curb usage actually. So curb usage can find you so much time. So now we're in the first sector of Miami, where there's so many curbs to use. You can see jumping over that inside curb, touching that inside curb a little bit with the white line. But this is the sequence that can really amplify and show the effect of effective curb usage. So over the curb on the inside, over the curb on the inside again, over the curb on the inside. And you can see that opens up the track width by a massive amount, and you can see finalizing it off with a final bit of curb usage on the outside there as well. Now, what I'm going to do is show you an example of going through the first sector, but not taking the curb. So you can see, missing the curb again, and you can see it's so much harder to make the car predictable and not understeering. Not using the full track width, and again missing the curb on the outside. And to amplify that, what we're going to do is do it normally with the curb usage once again. So you can see missing the first apex there because I'm a rookie, but then hitting the second, hitting the third, and then coming down the gears nice and smoothly, looking for a good exit onto the straight. And you can see just how much more track width there is. And you know, I see it so many times where people don't use the full width of the curve, they don't use the full width of the track. And it's one of the easiest ways to gain time, because if you can use the curve, use the track, and use everything to your advantage, you're going to find lap time. So hopefully these 3 tips have been useful to you, and hopefully you can find improvements with your own driving as well. If you do, be sure to post it in the comments. And also, if you have any other videos that you'd like to see me cover in terms of car setup, driving technique, mental preparations even, be sure to let me know in the comments and I'll be able to get round to doing that for you. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.